Okay, so I'm a little further up in Kofa National Wildlife. Right now, I am on King Road. I'm right about somewhere around here, I think. And I'm trying to get to the North Star Mine, which is up here. It's pretty rare when you actually see somebody coming down King Road. Okay, so this is probably a good, I don't know, I would probably say at least 20-mile journey to get just off the main road. You're at least 20 miles off the road. So I want to make it to this mine because they had there's a gold mine and there's all kinds of uranium mines. And as far as I researched, there's nothing radioactive about any of those. So when you come into some of these areas, they tell you all the rules and regulations. You can go horseback riding, photography, camp for 14 days. The things they don't want you to do is shoot guns. You can't fly a drone. I really wanted to get my drone out here, but they don't allow that. And then you can't, you're not supposed to go in any mines or caves, and apparently no metal detecting either. Because back in the day, they used this area for the Yuma Proving Grounds, which is currently surrounded on 3 sides almost. So back in World War II, Yuma Proving Grounds was actually this whole refuge. And to this day, apparently, as I'm reading some of these signs here, they have unexploded landmines, anti-personnel landmines. They got unexploded grenades. And apparently they have all kinds of ammunition, weapons, and ordnances scattered all over the place that they never even picked up. So you can thank your local government for leaving all this hazardous material around in a national park and say, hey, come check it out. To me, that just seems extremely irresponsible. Why can't the government come through and find this with our superior technology, you would think? But whatever, man. So these are the things you really want to report. Your anti-personnel mines and the grenades. And hopefully I don't go riding across an anti-personnel mine, that's for sure. As if I don't have enough problems in my life. So you think the U.S. government would do a little bit better job of cleaning up all this hazardous material, you would think. But that's not such the case. So all those people believing your government is looking out for your better interests might want to take a second look at this. But anyways, on a different note here, some of the wildlife you're probably going to see here is the bighorn sheep. And I've never seen the Gila monster yet. I'd like to see that. The gamble quail is pretty prevalent around here, roadrunners. The turkey vulture, you're going to see a whole bunch of those. People lived here in 6000 BC. They were finding evidence of people living here back almost 8,000 years ago. So you could possibly find some pottery here and there. They also have the pronghorn sheep. That used to be very prevalent here, but then they had a habitat loss because of they had a tough time surviving on their own. So they did some breeding programs, and they released some of them to the wild just recently. All right, so I'm going to head up the road and try and stay away from any kind of landmines and grenades, apparently, laying around in the National Wildlife here. And I'll be back when I make it a little further up the road. All right, so I finally made it up to the mine here. This is down a very long road here. They got there's a miner shack down here where you can actually spend the night if you want to go camping. So that's pretty neat. Over 2,000 people lived here for 5-year period. So that was pretty neat too. I'm just kind of checking out some of this stuff. I think they were mining uranium here. I think this is uranium ore, I believe. I think this is yellow. Something like that. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of check this out since I spent a good almost an hour just to get here. And they had a whole air handling system. You can see this thing's probably almost 2 feet tall. This thing is gigantic. And it's got the Acme motor on it. I wonder if it's still... Oh, it does still turn. Boy, that's old. About as old as it gets. I think it's 3-phase. Oh. So you just never know what you're going to come across when you're on an old mine claim. They got all kinds of just piles of I think this is air handling tarp, so they can blow fresh air into the mine here. So that's pretty neat. And as I'm walking, yeah, this is a pretty decent sized mine here. Yeah, that's pretty far up there. Got these old shims. A whole bunch of old timber. I got the old ladder. Oh, I got some bats up there. You can see these bats. Seem like they're all over the place. Why, they don't make ladders like that anymore. That just goes up into the stope there. You got your little walking boards. Oh, they got some electricity in here. It's down here. Well, looks like just a bunch of whole... Who knows? Oh, there's another bat. Whole bunch of, who knows? You never know what you're going to find in a mine. Well, I don't know how far this goes down, but I'm not going to keep following it. Because I'm like quite a ways down here. And I don't want to spend the whole time just walking through a mine here, because there's a lot to see. This place is like pretty big, really. There's all kinds of stuff to check out. I went at least 100 yards in there, and it definitely goes way far back, apparently. So I'm going to need more battery juice to check out that. But on another note, I did see some old like newspaper clippings. Wow, you can get a leather suitcase for $4. Jeez, that's a pretty good deal. Wow, you can get a dress suit tailored to fit for $15. Wow, that's a pretty good deal. A tailored suit for $15. You can't beat that. All right, so I'm gonna file these right where I found them. Right underneath a rock here, so other people can enjoy it too. So it's not every day you find appears to be like the New York Times or something in some old mine in southern Arizona, that's for sure. But there was all kinds of people that were immigrated here. They came from all across the country just to work in places like this. There's a ton of mines in this park. So I just wanted to kind of check it out as I'm walking back to my bike. It's about a quarter mile away. It's not too far. But these guys that were mining here, they walked a quarter mile probably in the first hour of their day at least. So I just wanted to check this out. I thought it was definitely worth a stop because, I mean, look, this mine goes way down that way. There's multiple mines here. They got like a whole bunch of concrete foundations. This is really spread out. This is probably one of the bigger mines I've seen in this area, that's for sure. And they got this nice, beautiful little wall that they made out of the field stone. They got this gigantic, that's solid cast iron. I don't know what that was for. But anyways, as I'm walking around here, trying to make the best use of my time. Okay, so as I'm walking around the corner from that first mine I stopped at, here's this next mine right around the corner. It's got this little A-frame wood structure here because there's a straight mine shaft down here. Here's I think this is the old skip car. That's how the riders would get in there. They just strap in there and send you down there on a cable. I don't want to get too close, but it is like, I don't know, that thing just drops off. Let's do the rock test. Whoa. Whoa, it's still going. Yeah, this one's super deep. Let's do a couple more. Still going. Still going. Oh my gosh. That one is deep. Whoa. I couldn't even hear it the rest of the way. That one was going for a good, those rocks were dropping for a good 10 seconds or more. And I couldn't even hear it anymore. Okay, I'm gonna head around the corner here, away from that huge hole in the ground. That is gigantic. I'm just gonna check out, I just wanted to check out this other spot. That's like, seems like this one goes straight in. That one might meet up with the last. I don't know, I'm not gonna go in any more of these. Some of these are really sketchy. I wouldn't wanna fall and be out here in the middle of nowhere. So better safe than sorry. I can see why they say stay out and stay alive. But they got all kinds of just old ladders where they could reuse all that stuff and everything else. So I just thought that was a really neat stop. They got all kinds of stuff. Man, I can't believe how deep that mine was. Those rocks were falling for, gosh, who knows how deep. But, all right, I'm gonna head down to the old miner shack, which is that little house down there, and I'll finish up my video down there. Okay, so now I'm down at the old miner's cabin here. So 2,000 people used to live here within about 5 years of time. Huh. That's a lot of people, because this place is only like maybe 2,000 square feet, or maybe not even. I mean, it's got some mystique to it. It's got the locked door, and really, if you're sitting on this porch, this is the old seating here. And as you're looking out, sitting down, it's not too bad, you know? I think this is one of the best views, really, because if you're looking around all over the place, let me just do a slow pan. Here's those gigantic mountains over there. And as you're looking at the mine over here, just from sitting in the chair, you got all kinds of stuff. You even got a little archway up there. This is a great view. So I'm just gonna walk around. Can't go in the front door anymore. This is all locked up, tighter than Fort Knox. They got this old concrete slab where these old timers used to call home here. All right, so as I'm walking off the beautiful front porch here, I'm just kind of walking on the side of the house here. So this is where you can call home for the night or whatever. They say you can spend the night here. But let's see what's in here. Oh, this bird is going crazy. See this? I walked close to its nest. Didn't like that too much. So immediately as you walk in here, there's a bird flying around. You got bunk beds all over the place. Check this out. This is neat. You got your little kitchen. Got your kitchen table here. Wonder how many people played poker here. Got your old, what else would you need here? All right, so they got Edwards Premium. They got a whole bunch of nails, fasteners. Got your little shaver there. You need some shaving done. Got a couple, what is this? Some glass, some mirrors. What's behind door number 2? Kind of afraid to look. Yeah, so they got all kinds of stuff. You got Prince Albert, whole bean coffee. You got a whole bunch of soap. Wow, that's cool. Look at that. Wow, does it get any older than this? All right, so this is from 1964, apparently. Okay. You got the North Star. Cully Jan. What's this? Whoa, that's interesting. All right. Wow, they had some nice wood floors in here, really. How often do you have a kitchen with a wheelbarrow in it, too? Wow, this is really nice. Oh, and they got one of these old porcelain. Wow, that is nice. That is cool. Look at that. Wow, the things you're gonna see when you're out in the middle of nowhere here. I mean, I'm probably a good 25 miles to the nearest paved road, that's for sure. Here, there's no ceiling here. Sadly, this part of the house probably isn't gonna last too much longer. It's got this really nice old, I mean, look at these old windows. Everything is just rough sawn wood. You know, what am I stepping on here? A whole bunch of cholla cactuses blew in here. Well, what's that? Catalytic heater. See, this is how they used to fix holes back in the day. Just nail anything down. I don't know what's back here. This must have been the main bedroom here. I can only imagine. Because they got 2 sets of cots. Got a nice wooden ceiling. Oh, they had like a wood burning stove here too. Okay. They had their little table here. Anything underneath? No. Oh, this one kind of splits. Wow, that's kind of cool. That's a really nice old place. What's up here? An old storage. Nothing too much. Old metal tubing. Wow, okay. Well, that's really neat. Got your single pane windows. I'm sure you wouldn't need too much insulation when you're living out in the desert like this. And then back outside onto the porch. This is an awesome little place. If you had to spend the night here, that's not too bad. And then, oh, you got this screened-in porch. Well, it used to be screened-in porch. It's a little A-frame design. They probably had like maybe a ceiling fan back here, something like that. And this wraps around. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's another window. Well, if that doesn't beat all. Man, these guys were living pretty nice. And look, it wraps around the other side of the house here. So that's cool. There's multiple doors here. Screened in. Wow, you can't ask much more than that. That's cool. Here's another one of those windows. Well, this one doesn't open too easy. I'm not going to force it to open. So, anyways, yeah, this is just a cool little place. Out in the middle of nowhere. This little miner shack. You can just spend the night if you needed to. And honestly, you probably would be out of the weather for sure. If it was raining or something like that, shit, it's not bad. Here's that this little protective bird. This thing means business, that's for sure. He's like, get away from my little nest. If you can see this little bird, he's very protective. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna pack it up for the day. So I just wanted to thank you for watching the video and hope you enjoyed the content. Over here, you got Polaris Peak. That's about 3,100 feet, I think. And as you're looking kind of south here, there's Dome Rock. That's like a whole day trip in itself. But I mean, you got all kinds of stuff to look at here. And then you got the big Kofa Butte. Okay, that's like almost 3,200 feet in elevation. So that's just a really scenic place to be. And it's definitely worth the stop. I mean, if you're ever in this area, I don't know if you could get a camper back here, but I mean, you could definitely get a truck back here and you could explore until your heart's content down here in Kofa. So I hope you guys like the video and the content. It's getting a little better. I'm trying to do a lot of homework when I go to these places. But yeah, it was just some cool stuff. You never know what you're gonna find when you're out checking out some old abandoned mine in the middle of nowhere. So, okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe and keep having a great day. All right, thank you.